Meet nice girls in copy shops. For girls and others, but mostly girls, who write zines. 1. Don't date anyone who requests you be silent, not even if they do it politely, not even if they only hint at it. 2. Write about everyone and everything in your zine, everyone and everything that's important to you. Write about the mixtape your first love made you. Write about bike rides to the lake, about getting drunk and ripping your stockings. Write about the night the moon was the same color as the strawberry kiwi Mad Dog 2020 you were drinking, which also happened to be the same color as the hair of the girl you had a crush on at the time. Write about everyone you've ever fucked and everyone you've ever loved. Write about your traumas, your scars, protests and arrests and abortions. Write about your favorite dress, your favorite hoodie, your favorite pair of shoes. Make your zine a confessional. Make it so personal other people feel a little guilty for reading it, like they've stolen your secret diary. 3. Or don't. Write surreal tales about murder and circus freaks and mermaids. Write poems about magicians and motels. Put disclaimers in your zine. This is fiction. Don't tell anyone that the stories are closer to reality than they might think. 4. Change everyone's names. Give them new names that represent who they are deep down. Dark eyes, calloused hands, the moth boy, barefoot and beautiful, Evan Williams. When they read it, they'll know who they are. If they don't know, they'll ask you. Don't tell them. 5. When your ex-lover comes to you and says, I can't believe you wrote about me that way. I can't believe you're letting strangers read about our history. Say, I told you from the start never to fuck a zine writing girl, but you thought I was joking. 6. When your current lover comes to you and says, how come you never write about me in your zine? Say, because I can't ever write about relationships till they're over. Don't say, that means I'll never be able to write about you, because you know, the fact that they asked that question means it will be over sooner rather than later. 7. When the person you have a crush on reads your zine and stops calling you, think, good riddance. If they couldn't handle that, I'm better off without them. Try not to cry. 8. When your mother wants to read your zines to see if there are any lesbian undertones, only give her the ones about boys. Say, this is all of them. She will then think you're straight and never ask about your zines again. 9. When your girlfriend reads your zine and says, all you ever write about is punk rock and crushes and road trips. Where's all the political stuff? I guess you're not very committed to the cause. Casually gesture towards your anarchy symbol tattoo, so she remembers that you were at least committed enough to get it permanently etched into your flesh. Then take her to a punk rock show. If she sees how much the music means to you, she'll understand. 10. When that same girlfriend reads a different issue of your zine, reads about one of those road trips you so often go on, and gets mad because you ate a burger in a roadside diner and therefore aren't a pure vegan like she is, dump her. Then go out to a diner, eat a bacon cheeseburger, laugh about it, then feel sick to your stomach. Try not to cry. 11. When your boyfriend reads an issue of your zine that's more overtly political than usual and scoffs at you, saying, you're so naive. I can't believe you think anarchism would ever work in the real world. Start singing Only Anarchists Are Pretty. When he rolls his eyes, spit coffee in his face. 12. When your boyfriend gets jealous because you write so much about your former lovers and tells you he's afraid you'd rather be with one of them, reassure him that the past is just a good story and that you're very happy being with him. When he tallies in his head the number of past lovers you've written about, decides it's too many, and calls you a slut, leave him. Take all the beer in the fridge with you. 13. When your best friend and sometimes lover reads your zine, an issue that you've stated is fiction, and comes to you asking which stories are fiction and which stories really happened, say, they're stories. When they keep pestering you about it, do not yell. Say, they're stories. Decide that someone who can't accept the blurred line between fact and fiction without explanation isn't worthy of being your best friend or your lover. 14. When you're doing a zine reading and your other best friend, the one you spend so much time with that everyone thinks you're secretly dating, says, read a story with me in it, laugh, say, which one? 15. Finish your next issue, even if you're terrified. Even if it's the most personal one you've written in years, finish it. Even if you fear your honesty will get you in trouble, an honest girl is always in trouble. If you're afraid that the people you're writing about will guess at their pseudonyms and get angry about the stories you're telling, write a disclaimer. State it simply. You're so vain, you probably think this scene is about you. It's not. Finish it. Stay up all night if you have to. Drink coffee till your hands shake. Stare at the computer screen or the blank page till you can't see straight. Finish it if it's the last zine you do. 16. Don't date anyone who demands your silence. Don't date anyone who demands. Don't date anyone. Just write.